What should people know about you first before we get into your analysis?
Well, so I've been in the aerospace and defense industry for about 30 years. And so I come from many generations that have been in that as well. My parents were on the Apollo program. My grandfather worked on the Mercury space program, and he spent his entire career with Lockheed Martin as well, working the Trident space program, and as well as some stealth stuff out in Area 51. And so it's been in my blood and my background forever. And so for me, I've spent close to 18 years working for Lockheed Martin. Most of that was on the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. And then I kind of went over to the missile and fire control side and did a lot of DARPA programs. And so I've been working on everything from hypersonic missiles to drones. So
the one video that became really popular that you did recently was, I don't remember what exact day it was after the election, but you were talking about a huge increase in military air traffic.
Right.
I think it was something like maybe on the order of 10 times the normal traffic. Could you explain what you saw over those days, and has any of that continued?
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm usually on I get on the flight apps quite a bit, obviously. And so the normal amount of traffic that I typically see on one of the flight apps is about 250 military aircraft a day. So now here's the thing. I've been watching those flights, and there's certain tail numbers that I've been watching. And so, for example, if you go back to when Epstein didn't suicide himself, there was a spike of certain tail numbers that were flying out to these little remote islands that are called, we refer to them as black sites, okay? And so these little black sites, these planes go out to, and they come back, and then all of a sudden, after a couple black site flights, you'll see one pop straight over to Guantanamo Bay. And it's the same tail numbers. And so I've been watching those for a while. And so when I see that activity of flights start going to the black sites, that's what starts to get my attention, because now I know somebody's about to get arrested. The same thing happened when Maxwell got arrested. There was a flurry of activity that went to Kings in Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Port-au-Prince, Nassau, Bahamas, all these little quick hops. And what those I think are happening are those are rendition flights. And if you're familiar with those are basically the PC word for torture flight. Okay. They basically put somebody on an aircraft, get them out to over international airspace, and then basically interrogate them. Okay. And then they'll take them into that black site and finish interrogating them. And then they'll either, catch and release, they'll bring them back and let them go into the wild. And,
or if they get them to, sign a confession or sign an agreement, maybe they bring them back, but they've got what they needed.
Yeah. Now I have heard rumors of a thing called kill switches, and I haven't been able to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it exists. And that's where they basically, they put a device on you that, if you go outside of a certain area, so it's like a GPS tracker, but it's embedded in you. And if you don't cooperate or something, then they can basically remotely detonate that, and it'll cause you to have cardiac arrest.
Whoa. I thought I just saw that in Mission Impossible with a Tom Cruise movie. Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you. And
it's real stuff, huh?
Yeah, working with DARPA, you get to see some crazy stuff. So